I plan on taking out Lopez, taking out Movsar like within 3 months. I'm telling you, I want a busy year.
Really?
I don't believe anyone can beat me. The only person that I can see, you know, giving me a tough fight for 5 rounds isn't Islam Makhachev. Everyone else has just got to punch his chance. That's just how I always look at it.
I didn't pick you for like an emo scene kid.
I never had the hair to be able to do that, to be honest.
Well, Alex Volkanovski, first of all, congratulations. You're in order number 4. How good?
Number 4, yes. 4 girls. How good, you know? But yeah, I'm a girl dad. That's it. You know, I'm happy with that. They can look after daddy when they're older, so
for sure.
Looking forward to that.
Well, you've got plenty of work to do in that regard, but you've also got plenty of work to do coming up. Back into the fray once again, finally. This is one of the biggest breaks that you've had in your career. How difficult was it to be on the sidelines for so long, and how excited are you to be back?
Wasn't difficult at all, to be honest. Yeah, it wasn't, because I made the decision to have the break and I accepted that, so it was easy. Where the breaks in between camps, you know, before, like when I was, you're the champion, I still got a training, I was still full schedule. Yeah. I was still committed to that training schedule, so it didn't give me any time to do anything else. So when I didn't have a goal in sight or a date in sight, I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm just going through the motions for no reason. Yeah. So that was quite difficult. But having the actual break was actually awesome. I really enjoyed it. It started becoming a problem when I was like, am I going to be able to get back into it? That's the questions I was asking myself. And then I'd have to tell myself, look, when you need to flip the switch, you will. Relax. Don't stress about it. So I just trusted that process, that I knew that when the time comes, I'll be able to do it. And yeah, again, I had doubts whether that would be the case, but then as soon as I flipped the switch, I was on.
Were you worried about that being a mental switch that you'd fail to flip, or a physical thing that your body might not be able to get back into it?
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Bit of both. It was a bit of uncertainty. I've never been in that position before. I've never had such a big break before. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you know, people are going to bring up the age and all this sort of stuff. I didn't think it was a factor, but is it? You know, these are questions that you're going to be like, oh, I'm not sure, especially with this big break. Now I'm doing that, the timing, coming off 2 losses. You know, this is a situation I've never been in before. So it was, you know, luckily I've got my head pretty screwed on, and the right mindset. I knew that, all right, just accept that you're having the break, relax. You know, when the time comes, you switch it all on, and yeah, we did a great job with that. You know, I decided to bring that weight down nice and early, which I wanted to do because I didn't want to be heavy during camp and feel like I was moving slow, and then telling myself, oh, maybe you are getting old because you're heavy, you know what I mean? Are they going to be red flags? So I'll go, you know what? I want to move through camp sharp, feeling good. So I'm going to bring that weight down. No alcohol. I'm talking 14, 15 weeks out of the fight, which I've never done that early before. Dieting, I haven't even had a cheat meal for like 10 weeks, you know, 14, 15 weeks from the fight. So it's been awesome, really. Been really committed, been very disciplined, and seeing the results because of it.
Well, that's great to hear. I mean, we are only a few weeks away, and we're here in your gym in Windang, and you do look to be in phenomenal shape. I imagine you feel like that as well.
Yeah, man, I've been feeling in great shape for a while now. So it's just, don't get complacent. Still a couple more weeks of solid training, and we still want to peak. I want these last 2 weeks to still be my best weeks of training. So yeah, I just need to do everything right. You know, I've been disciplined this whole time. Stick to the nutrition, hydration, all that sort of stuff, and do it properly and finish strong and finish this great camp, you know, in incredible nick. So you could see that I'm in good nick. You know, we put some videos out, so a lot of people are seeing that we're sharp, that we're lean, that we are ready. But again, can't get complacent. You know what I mean? Just because I felt great in camp early, we still got work to do.
Diego Lopes. Now, this isn't the fight that you wanted, obviously. Now, just a month ago in Sydney for UFC 312, we were speaking. We also spoke to Ilia Topuria. He was expressing his desire to move up to 55. He's done that now. How disappointed are you that you're not getting that big rematch straight away?
I mean, I wouldn't say disappointed because it was such a slow process. Yeah. Where that was, I ended up finding out that weekend. Yeah. So you could imagine where I'm just like, all right, when am I fighting? By that stage, I'm like, just give me anybody now. You know what I mean? So that's sort of where we're at. Like, I've had a big break. I've told you about flipping that switch. I started flipping the switch. Yeah, perfect world would have been fighting Ilia in a rematch, getting that win back. But then it got to a point where who knows how long that's going to be if I am fighting him. All right, now just give me a fight. If it's Ilia, great. If it's anyone else, even if it's for interim, I don't care. Then I got the next best thing, right? It was vacant belt. So yeah, against a young, hungry guy. You know, Diego, as I've mentioned, he's still a part of the new school, right? Yeah. I'm old school, right? Everyone wants to keep touching on that. I'm all good with that. That's why I wanted to get that win back over Ilia as well. Show everyone that I still got it. I can still beat the new school. It can't be him right now, but at least it's still one of these young guys that's on a tear. That everyone's like, oh no, these young hungry guys that, you know, Volk don't stand a chance. I'll show you.
Well, more on Ilia in just a moment, but Diego Lopez is not to be underestimated. He's an incredibly dangerous finisher. Similar to Ilia in a way, that the fact that he can find a finish from anywhere. Was it difficult at all to switch the mentality from a guy that you've been hunting for so long to this new target?
Not really. A lot of it was for myself. You know, I'm always working on myself. That's the main thing. You know, in camp, you know, you are going to change things a little bit, but that's more just a small process. It's just getting yourself, especially now, you know, I've always said drive to be better, right? I always want to improve myself.
Yeah.
Don't just worry about the person in front of me. Even if I think it's an easier fight or a harder fight or whatever, as long as I'm getting better every time, I'm going to take these guys out. You know, that's how I look at it. So a lot of it was myself. But a couple of little changes because they are different fighters, different matchup. But still, yeah, very dangerous as you said. But yeah, there's a lot I can capitalise on. There's a lot I will capitalise on.
Okay, well, just on that, Diego Lopez is a fantastic submission threat, but he's also got great power in his hands. You mentioned the things that you might capitalise on. What are his strengths and weaknesses from your point of view?
Well, his strengths, yeah, as you said, he's very aggressive. He is dangerous. He's always looking for the finish, which means there's danger there because of that. But obviously there's a lot of things that I can capitalise. You know, when you're going to be a little more reckless, yeah, there are dangerous opponents to fight, but they can be, if you're calculated and fight the right fight, you can make easy work with them at the same time because you can capitalise on that. But everyone, we've got to remember, no, I don't believe anyone can beat me. The only person that I can see, you know, giving me a tough fight for 5 rounds isn't Islam Makhachev, which we know as in the first one, as you've seen. Everyone else has just got to punch his chance. That's just how I always look at it.
Right.
And I truly believe that, and that's the confidence I have in myself. No one can beat me. They can catch me. So I think he needs to be reckless to beat me. If he tries to fight this perfect fight, it's not going to work. He needs to try and be reckless and catch me. That's his best chance. So he's going to do what we all know he's going to do and what he's been doing, which is exciting for the fans, but it opens a lot of doors for me. I think that's his best chance, but that still opens a lot of doors for me. A lot that I can capitalise and will capitalise April 13th.
Are you anticipating that he will be a bit overzealous at the start?
Yeah, he's aggressive. He's gonna, you know what I mean? He's gonna be very reactive. If he's not, all right, fine, sweet. Like, I don't care about saying what he's gonna do. If you want to change it, that's gonna be your downfall. I think that makes the fight even easier. So I'm happy to tell him what I'm expecting from him. You know what I mean? He is gonna come guns blazing. You know, he's gonna be very reactive, looking to land big shots as soon as I come in. So yeah, looking forward to it.
So you guys hanging out at UFC 313. Did you have a nice chat?
We did, yeah. I mean, like, he's a good dude, man. We've been getting along for a while now. I've chatted to him even before. Like, we've been following each other on Instagram for a while before I even knew he would be a contender. But he's a good dude, respectful guy. Obviously, we had a bit of fun, you know, singing the emo songs and whatnot. But he's having a good laugh. But you know, he's all good. You know, we're having fun with it. But at the same time, yeah, he's cool. He's chill.
The Fringe is such a unique choice, and I didn't pick you for like an emo scene kid. Like I never thought that of you.
Well, I never had the hair to be able to do that. To be honest, I could, you know, maybe cover some of that. I used to have a good hairline. Don't worry about that. But it's just, yeah, it was never my thing. But I mean, you know, it's a part of growing up. You know what I mean? You see it around, and I mean, even the memes that go around, that's where I got it from. Yeah. And just I'd see it, and that's all I could picture every single time. It was like, I would sing it even when I seen him sometimes, you know, I'd sing it in my head.
Can we get a bit of Black Parade now? Can you give us a little?
Nah, we've sung enough. We've sung enough. But yeah, it's good fun though. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it, and I'm glad everyone got it as well. I think most people got it. I knew everyone in Australia would get it. I was thinking, is everyone gonna get it around the world? I don't know, or is Alex just singing some random song?
Nah, Secondhand Serenade was known all across the planet.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. What was Diego's reaction when you sang it before?
Well, he actually, because I did it before, so I ended up I did it on a podcast, and yeah, he already commented on just cracking up, laughing. You know what I mean? Like I said, we follow each other on Instagram, so he sees all the stuff that's coming out. So he's a good dude.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I don't need we're not in a position, like I'm not in a position, I don't need to talk trash. Oh, you're too nice, the fight's not interesting. Shut up. You know what I mean? We don't need to do that. You know, people want to watch his style. He's very exciting, he's very aggressive. And my comeback, obviously I've got an impressive style, fun fighter to watch. We're both fun fighters to watch. And I guarantee you we're going to put on a show. So I don't need to talk trash. We don't need to do anything. I'm not in that position to do anything like that. I never have, never will. And I think a lot of people have always respected me because of that. And that's something I'm proud of. So I'm not going to change that now.
Yeah, I think that's...
I mean, if he gave me a reason to hate him, all right, fair enough. But I mean, he did. He's a chill dude. He's a cool dude. Doesn't mean I don't want to punch him in the face. So, I mean... it's got to be done. That's a part of the sport. It is a sport, and that's how we look at it.
I think that's something that's been like characteristic of basically you and all your opponents. You've been very respectful of each other, and it hasn't hurt in the build-up. I mean, everybody tunes in to watch Alex Volkanovski fight. Yeah,
exactly. Well, fights. Maybe there was a bit of Ortega. Maybe the Max, the third one. There's a bit of back and forth there. That was just more competitive sort of a rivalry, you know. I don't think it was actual trash talk. It was just trying to get in each other's head and. You know, he'll do his things to try and get in my head, then I'm just like, I ain't having that. And then, like, you know, so it was more just that ain't working with me. You know what I mean? It was more that sort of stuff. So, yeah, but other than that, the respect's always there. So, yeah.
Speaking of competitiveness, are you still chasing Ilia? Will you move up to 155 to chase him?
The thing is, what's happening now, I plan on not only going out there and fighting. I think there's going to be a great comeback, a massive comeback, coming off the big break, 2 losses. A lot of people are going to think you're done. I'm telling you, I'm going to blow. I'm going to be shocking the world. Whether everyone's shocked, I'm sure there will be some people shocked. Go out there, do my thing, and I'm telling you, I'm going to be defending a couple of times this year as well. So that's. I want to be busy. I'll let him do, I'm going to respect what he wants to do. He's vacated his belt, so I think he deserves, because he's committed to that, I think he deserves maybe a title shot. But that just makes the rematch even bigger. I go out there, I plan on taking out Lopez, taking out Movsar, like within 3 months. I'm telling you, I want a busy year.
Really?
And gives him time to do whatever he needs to do at lightweight, then we can do that. Could you imagine the rematch after a couple of big wins off me defending? And then maybe he gets the belt if he was to get the belt, and then we did it. Ooh. I mean, I can already see the Fox pay-per-view. Everyone there, they're drooling. They're drooling over here. You know what I mean? They know what it could be. So it's it'd be massive.
Yeah, frothing at the mouth we are. But what will that feeling be like then? Because if you are still chasing him and you do want that rematch so desperately, when that belt gets wrapped around your waist when you beat Diego Lopez. Will it feel like there's a bit of an asterisk there, but like I still need to get Ilia though? I know it is for an undisputed title.
Yeah, no, you're right. Of course you're going to, but I mean, right now it's more about me anyway. You know what I mean? So I want to do that and then build it up. He's doing his thing. Do I want that fight? Of course I do. You know what I mean? Do I think I need it to prove something? No, I don't. But I know it'd be a big fight, and I know it's a fight I can win. You know what I mean? So it's something that I want, and I know it would be big and massive. I think it could be, after I do what I plan on doing, I think it could be one of the biggest fights we could do. Especially if he was to go out there and be impressive in lightweight division. That's massive, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. But I mean, I've got a job to do, and I don't think there's an asterisk. Right now, it's I think it's much bigger than that. Everyone knows the timing of everything with the last one. I think there's more asterisks around that than what's happening now. You know what I mean? So I know I know what I'm capable of and what I can do. I just hopefully do get that opportunity to do it. But we'll see. Right now I've got Lopez, again, new school. At least I can still, conquer that part and show everyone, remind everyone. And then again, if we could do that bigger fight later, unreal.
Old school versus new school.
Old school versus new school, mate. I still feel great, but I mean, I'll run with it. You know what I mean? I'll run with old man Volk again, whatever. I'm all good with it. But preparation hasn't changed. Like, I'm training like I did 10 years ago.
Miami, here we come. Right here on Main Event.
Miami, here we come. Biggest comeback in sports, mate. I'm telling you, it's going to be massive. 2025 is going to be a big one.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.